coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Allen.
And that is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task.
And line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis
from 4 yards out.
And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the LA offense ready for this. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 24.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Now that's the type of play gives you a gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Here's Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence.
Kick this one away, and off it goes.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would be who.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this patch. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first.
Abandon the playbook and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And now a throw.
They were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
They made a great play there.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Stafford. Flushed out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you did well for them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was
now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now.
With the ball, it is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
That's
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Singletary again. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down for Stephon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021 with a career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams have more catches than him since 2020.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
2nd and 6 at the Rams' 16-yard line.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on.
In on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing is Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Let's do our thing. Let's do it.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And here come the Bills. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash it. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On first down, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give up the middle to Singletary. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A give up the middle to Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Stafford. Robinson's got it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Bryson Hopkins. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen now looks to throw.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Singletary is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Moss.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are in for 6.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like
Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Stafford throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Rams on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 15. Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will close the gap down to 14. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the Bills getting set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air, Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Allen. Forced out, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
To the air again, Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little.
Has some bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete.
For hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
15 more there, and they're on a roll.
Throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really. 2nd and 3 from the 9. On the give, this is Akers. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
2nd down and goal. Stafford, the quick slant caught. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5...
Not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down with Singletary. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now it. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their... The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late, and this one is...
He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes.